Yo, what's going on, everyone? It is now the 8th, April 8th, but we realized we didn't have much content before coming up to the weekend, so I'm just going to run you through how we kind of went up to Galveston or down to Galveston from Austin, and just explain to you how everyone did it with all the athletes and how we kind of coordinated it, because it was the first Hacks race and Hacks event. We're gonna have a ton more. We have a huge one scheduled May 28th for Ironman Victoria 70.3, Muskoka Ironman 70.3, and a lot more down the line. But this is the first one, and so Elizabeth came in. Elizabeth Hall, she's probably editing this right now, but she did my content in Ironman Florida 70.3. So she hosted me in Ironman Florida. We were at her house, and then we drove to the race and back and did content all like that, and that's how we kind of connected. It worked out obviously because she came in to Ironman Galveston and did this weekend. So all the clips that you're seeing is from her, and I think it was just really cool because this has been my dream since I was a kid, to have a videographer and kind of a producer to do everything for me, because it is a lot of time. I like it, but it's just a lot of time that I don't edit every video. But yeah, back to the story. She came to Austin on Thursday. Obviously, me and Zeb were staying at a condo in Austin, and then she came there, and then we hung out and kind of sorted out the weekend, got everything packed. Thursday night, we headed down and drove down to Austin Friday, and that was like a 3-hour drive. I had to do some work in the morning, and then we headed down at around 12 p.m. to 1, got there and met all the other guys, Jen, Colin, and Thomas, at around 5 p.m. at the Airbnb in Galveston. We stayed there. We went for a ride, got all our gear kind of sorted out, put our bikes together from the bike boxes. Jen, Colin, and Thomas, they drove from Illinois, so that was 18 hours just for the actual race. That was Friday, and then we got everything sorted out, kind of planned the weekend, because I feel like when you have so many people, you kind of have to plan it for meals and when we're gonna go to the event, just because there's so many personalities in a house. So to just kind of come up with a plan that everyone's kind of okay with, it was really nice. Everyone was so chill, because I don't see everyone in person on Hacks, and once we all kind of come together, it's a really cool feeling, and it connects us heavily, especially when we leave. Like when we're not together right now, we're still connected. We still have the Hacks group chat with 56 plus athletes in. We still have people motivating each other and inspiring each other every day, sending their workouts in and things along that line. So that was Friday. Saturday, we went to bike check-in. We did another kind of bike ride and a run, and then got all the gear and all the check-ins and stuff. But yeah, overall it was a good weekend, and let's get back to the video. So we just finished a run, 5 minutes at race pace, feeling really good. It's really hot, but yeah, I just didn't push it today to the limit because I have to save that for tomorrow. I really want to push it really hard today, but I mean, there's no purpose to that. So we're gonna save it for tomorrow and have a good race day. Got the suits, got the shoes, got the watch. This is my first time wearing this watch in about 3 months. I got the power on the bike now, so I'm loving that. It's Zeb's first time. It's Jen's first 70.3. It's Colin's third 70.3 or second 70.3. It's my second time at this event. Colin did this event. Got Elizabeth behind the camera helping out. Jen driving the truck. So it's a whole team event. We have my mom and my sister coming, and we have a guy back at the house. He has a call. So it's a really cool event. It's going to be a really fun weekend. It already is a really fun weekend. So we're just going to chill the rest of the day. Check our bikes in, stay off our feet, have a good day. And yeah. up, everyone? We're at the race event. It is 5:20. It's humid. It is very humid. It's supposed to be kind of windy, but I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I'm just gonna calm down, not get too excited too early, because I always do that. But we have the team here. We have the truck full of 3 people. Bikes are at transition already, so we're gonna walk over with the team to get the day started. Me, my mom, and my sister, excited to see them. Yeah, let's go. We're just about to take off. We have Zeb, myself, Jen, Colin. We're ready to go. It is 6:42, so we're ready. We're feeling good. We've done all the work, and now it's just gonna be fun and have a good time today. In the water, bike, run, and get through it. So we'll see you guys on the other side. But now we're on the bike, so.
Let's go, Blake.
Winnipeg, Canada.
It's 2:30. Solar. Yeah. I'm gonna do a race recap, not now, because I don't have to think about how I want to say it, because it was not the best day. But we finished. Obviously, we finished. I was thinking about not finishing when the stuff on the bike happened that I will eventually talk about. Similar to last year, but double what happened. But yeah, my final time was 5 hours and 22 minutes. Obviously, not the ideal time that I was going for, but yeah, we'll touch on it a bit. Ironman Zeb, first Ironman 70.3. We've been working our asses off, finally got it done. Then we got 2 more Hacks athletes that did it. That is the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finishing of Hacks races, so that's really cool to see. So yeah, we're gonna do the race overview now, and I'll see you in the next clip. What's going on, everyone? It is now Tuesday. We have had about 36 hours to kind of recover, kind of talk to some people, and just go over the thoughts in my head, and just kind of review the race, because it obviously wasn't the best race. It wasn't the most exciting race. It wasn't the most fun race for myself, but it was still a good experience, and I think I learned a ton from it. I definitely learned a lot more than I would have learned from if I had another PR, if I would have done a lot of good things. And I think it just says that you can still take things away from bad situations, so you have more knowledge moving forward, and you're more stronger, you know more, you have more knowledge, and you're just more prepared for more things to happen. And obviously with the bike tire popping twice, did I expect that? No, I did not expect that at all. But yeah, let's go over the race. I'm feeling okay. I'm still kind of tired. My traps are really tight. My legs are extremely sore. My groins are crazy sore, because I'll tell you about that. On the bike and the run, my toes, I can barely sleep because when the sheets hit my toes are really, there's blood under the nails right now, so that pressure of the blood is just pressing up on my nail, and it absolutely kills. So I have to wait like a day or two to release the pressure. But yeah, let's get into the race. So starting off with the swim, I didn't kick at all. I didn't kick once, and I think I made a mistake, but then I don't know if I made that mistake or not, because I wanted to not kick because there was salt water. I had a wetsuit and I was extremely buoyant, and I felt like if I did kick, I'd just create less drag by my legs, kind of like dragging in the water. So I was pretty much just using my upper body the whole time, and that's why I did a 36-minute swim. I did this because I wanted to save my legs so I could extremely push hard on the bike and the run, and just save my legs for the bike and the run. And I think I definitely let a lot of time up on the swim. Obviously a 36-minute swim is not a PR. It's only about a 3-minute improvement from last year. My Florida swim was extremely faster. It was like 34, and it wasn't salt water. It wasn't as easy as conditions as this Texas one. So I definitely could have pushed the swim a lot harder, but then I could have paid for it later in the race, like on the bike or on the run. And then, yeah, that's why I did a 36-minute swim. I never enjoy the swims. It's always like, I just want to get through them, so I'm ready for the bike and the run. So yeah, heading into the bike, no, on the swim, I had a huge cramp in my stomach. I never get cramps. I don't know what it's from. I had the basic stuff in the morning. I had 4 pieces of toast, and then just a banana and a coffee, and then a gel before the swim. So I don't know what that cramp could have came from. Maybe it was the salt water. Maybe it was something I had the night before. But yeah, that's a swim. Heading onto the bike, I was feeling good. I was feeling extremely powerful. I was pushing around 295 watts for the entire time. Definitely some higher. I was pushing like 350, 360 for a bit of it, pushing up to like 400 for a bit. And then I always get super hyped up and amped up on the bike, and kind of get carried away without looking at my power. So I kind of had to like, Capes, calm down. Like, you don't need to push 450 watts because you will just kill yourself and not have a good run. And then so we went out. It's like an out and back. So we go out, and then we had the wind behind us, so it was pushing us. And then we hit the turnaround point, and then it was kind of into the wind. And then I was still going like 38 kilometers per hour, so still pushing a good pace. I was still happy with my speed. And then we got about an hour and 40-ish minutes into the bike. I was just ready to head to transition to the run. I was feeling really good. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a PR day. This is gonna be a really good day. Boom, I look at my back tire and it's obviously popped. And that point in the race was like when the race just switched, because when I get in like a very focused state and very locked in, it's hard for me to get out of it. But when I get out of it, it's hard for me to get back into it. So that's something I definitely need to work on, is getting back into a focused state after I get clocked out of it. So yeah, the bike popped, the tire popped, and then I was just waiting on the side of the road. I was pissed. I was very mad. I was throwing stuff on the side of the road, but like a minute, 2 minutes after I noticed, I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? There's people riding by me. They're seeing me doing this. I'm looking like an idiot. It's not doing anything for me. If anything, it's just wasting energy. Because I thought my race was over, I honestly did. And then I had to wait for a bike pump to come because my CO2 cartridge wouldn't pop into it, so it wouldn't fill. I didn't know if there was a hole or anything, but apparently there wasn't. We just pumped it back up. And then I started riding again, still trying to catch up to my old kind of pace. And then I got in the zone again, and then right as I was turning into like town, because there's only like 6 miles left, boom, another flat. So I don't know what to do at this point. It's like, okay, what? Like, I thought we just fixed this, and then I had to wait. I had to get the cops to get the safety people to come pump the tire up again, but then they didn't pump it up. They just gave me a new tire to ride in with. So I rode in with that, and at that point I was like, hey, this is not a PR day. This is not a PR day. How can you overcome this and take this as still a fun day? Let's still enjoy it. Let's still have a good run, and not kill yourself, not injure yourself. Don't do anything stupid, because there's no point in doing that. I mean, I really see when pros stop the race because it's no benefits to them. Like for me now, I want to get better. I want to get a faster time. I'm not just doing this to finish the race. I'm doing this to win, to do my best, and to have a good time. So I totally see why pros drop out. Before I kind of knew this kind of world, it was like, why would he not finish? But I totally get it now. So then I hopped into the run, and then the run was more so like, just enjoy it, okay? Have this mindset of, remember how this feels like, so the next race you're more hungry. Right now I'm more driven to get into this next training block for my next races, but I use that run to kind of fuel me and make me remember it. It's almost like when I was in a playoff game in hockey, when something shitty happened, I remember that moment, so it drives me for the next training block or the next game or the next race. So the run, it obviously wasn't my fastest run. I was just kind of not in like a competitive mindset. I was just kind of running like to enjoy it. I was doing around 5-minute kilometers. I had a lot of cramps in my groins. I think because that's when I got off the bike, when I stopped for 30 minutes and then got back on it, got back off it, got back on it. My groins were cramping so hard, and I've never had that cramps in my groins before. And then I finished the run. I think it was like an hour 52. I don't know. It was a total time of 5 hours and 22 minutes. And it was really cool seeing everyone. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for everyone saying very supportive words to me. Everyone, there's 4 Hacks athletes: Zeb, Jen, Colin, Elizabeth, Thomas, Natasha. She was very supportive out there, yelling at me and just telling me how to race, because I obviously wasn't having the best day. And then Jules, thanks for saying you can't control everything. That really, I can't control that. But yeah, that was a race. Now it's just time to review it and really let it soak in and be okay with it not going well, because every race will not be a PR. It won't be a PR every race, but it can be, and that's the thing that drives me, and I think that's the thing that drives a lot of people, is it could be a really good day, but you can't think about the negatives. And then when the negatives happen, the things you can't control, that's when you think about it, and that's when you try to overcome it and learn from it. And that's what I did with the tires. It's tough. It is very tough. It's not fun, but I mean, some shitty things happen in life, in races, and I think this racing stuff and this training stuff, I know it is. It's really preparing me for shitty things to happen in life. Like my dad passing away. I learned how to overcome that, and I learned how to be more strong. The tires popping, I learned how to overcome that, and I learned how to be stronger. And I think in all aspects we can really take out things in everyday life, like with racing, with training, and just bring that into every single day. So when something happens, when something bad happens, we know what to do. When something good happens, we know what to do. And we're just going to keep getting better and better and better to improve ourselves, to improve our mindset, and to use this thing up here as a weapon for ourselves instead of a thing that will hold you back. Because I feel like our brains and our heads and our mindsets can really push us forward, and it can really easily push us backwards. So yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for everyone for all the support. Love you guys. And with that being said, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.